11 habits that are holding you back from being the best you. Habits are the foundation of our everyday lives. We build our daily practices, and eventually our habits and routines shape us. We either build good habits that support us as we move forward towards our goal, or bad habits that undermine our ability to achieve and succeed. One thing is for certain, it's going to be difficult to reach your dreams if we're living with a slew of bad habits. Here are 11 destructive habits that may be holding you back from your ultimate success. Number 1, you worry about what other people think about you. Through our lives, most of the time, we are focused on ourselves. This is normally the same for everyone, including those who you may think are judging you. People go through life worrying about what others think and are usually not actually judging you or anyone else. Try and realize that everyone has their own lives and things they must deal with. They will normally be thinking about themselves and not you. You should try and decide for yourself what you want out of life. Disregard what others want for you. It isn't for them to say. You will always have worries, but not letting them take over you and stop you from doing things you love is the main priority. Once you begin to do this, you will see that only you have control over your life, so make it great. Number 2, you always put yourself first and act selfishly. We are taught from a young age to get what's ours, take no prisoners, and fight our way to the top. The whole dog-eat-dog mentality doesn't leave much room for selfishness or altruism, but who cares? Life is about winning and trampling over whoever gets in the way, right? Well, not so much. Well, you should always stand up for yourself and practice assertiveness. True selfishness can always get in the way of your relationships at work, with friends, and in your private life. That's why it's best, more often than not, to put others first, or at the very least, consider others' needs as equal to your own. Number 3, you hold grudges and find it hard to let go. We all have experienced hurt and pain in our lives. Sometimes we are exposed to experiences so painful that they leave marks that are difficult to heal, especially if we feel someone has wronged us or harmed us. A natural response may be to develop a grudge, or even a hatred of the person who has caused us pain, but that person who holds the grudge always suffers more. The longer we hold a grudge for, the more difficult it is to forgive and move on. You can begin to free yourself when you begin to forgive. Number 4, you are constantly overthinking everything. It starts with a worrying thought. That creates more worrying thoughts. And before you know it, there's a tornado of thoughts seething in your mind. The problem is, the more you try to stop it, the worse it becomes. So what can you do? Learn to become an observer of the mind and accept that everything comes and goes. Practice gratitude and focus on being more optimistic and pessimistic. That's the start. Number 5, you gossip and speak negatively about those around you. One of the most venomous, hurtful, and dangerous activities you can engage in, also one of the most common, is called gossip. Let's say you share a juicy morsel about someone. Would you be ashamed to say it in their presence? If so, you've stooped to gossip. Gossip is verbal poison. Gossip seeks to defame and discredit others. When you gossip, you take out the negative characteristics of the gossip you're spreading. Nothing destroys trust in relationships faster than gossip and talking negatively about someone. Number 6, you are dishonest to get ahead at work or in your personal life. No matter how badly you think someone will react when you tell them something, you can rest assured that they will be 1,000 times more upset if they find out that you lied to them. Not only that, but sometimes the lie can cause much more dismay than honesty. Number 7, you don't appreciate and have gratitude. It's so important to be grateful no matter what's happening in your life, even if you're going through turmoil, and even if your entire world is crashing down around you, you have to be grateful. While it might sound strange, gratitude is the surest path to both success and happiness. Number 8, you give up easily. We all hit points when it seems like going on is next to impossible. When you're already overwhelmed, it's easy to talk to yourself into giving up. but giving up too soon could cause you to miss out on success. You never know how soon you might start seeing progress if you hang in there and give it a little bit more time. Number 9, you become defensive easily. We are all wired to protect ourselves, and this can lead to defensive behavior. Defensiveness can pop up in all kinds of places, in all kinds of ways. You might find yourself reacting angrily to criticism at work, or hastily defending something you said to your partner. Whatever the case may be, it can help you to learn how to be less defensive. Because let's be honest, it ain't a great feeling. Forget about how difficult it is to be on the receiving end of intense defensiveness. It also totally sucks to be the one who feels hurt or criticized enough to act that way. That's because snappy comebacks and stares usually come from a place of inner pain and turmoil. Often when people get defensive, it is because someone has hit a nerve with them. They have touched on a truth or issue that is particularly sensitive to that person, so they handle this by becoming defensive. There is a great strength in remaining calm and reacting from a place of composure and integrity. Number 10, you don't listen but only focus on your self-interest. Research shows that only 10% of us listen effectively. We are so distracted by the dings and tweets from our smartphones, not to mention our ever-growing to-do list, that we struggle to focus and listen when people talk to us. And if we're not distracted by technology, our own thoughts can keep us from listening to another person. We often think that we are listening, but we're just considering how to jump in to tell our own story, offer advice, or even make a judgment. In other words, we are not listening to understand, but rather to reply. If we have more care for what the other person is sharing, we're giving them a small gift of our proper attention. Number 11, you blame external factors for life's challenges. By not blaming external factors and taking responsibility for your life, it puts you at a cause and not at effect, meaning that you accept that you create your life and not just reacting to it. You appreciate the things happening for you and not to you. Taking responsibility puts you at choice, and that allows you to choose how to respond to life's challenges. You move into the driver's seat of your life's journey. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of my videos, please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for more.